Welcome, and we have the car of the day. Let's take a look. Okay guys, now we're gonna be removing the front seats, and for that guys, you're gonna need a start socket. This is the E14, a 15 socket, either a ratchet or an impact driver. I'm gonna use the impact. I will use them both. A magnet and your door clip puller. And guys, you're gonna have two 15s in the front. There starts too, but I prefer to use that 15 socket. You can use the start too. I don't remember the size of that one. And you're gonna have the E14 in the back. So the first things first, we're gonna raise this seat, and then we're gonna put the track back so we can access the front bolts. And I forgot to mention, this is swivel tool because it's handy in this location. So this for my 15s guys in the front, 15 millimeters. We just wanna go here, and that is one. We have the other one down here. Let's see, let's take a look. Hopefully you can see it. Originally guys, there was a cover over there that is not there, so normally it is one. Now the magnet is to retrieve the nut, just like that. Now let's go move to the rear. So we're gonna move our track forward so we can expose the two bolts in the back. Those right there. And we're gonna need our E14, one extension, a short extension, and we need to get that cover off. That's what we need. The clip remover. We want to go underneath. We want to pry about in this area guys, so you can see. And just right there, this is what you don't want to damage, that little clip right there. And it attaches in this pin right here so we can expose the bolt. Now we're gonna load our E14 with our short extension to get us out. Yeah, I'm good with one hand, see? Oof. All right guys, let's do this. One out. We have this other one. Those two out. There's a lot of broken pieces in here. Now normally that piece, also that harness has a cover. This one is no longer have it. So what we're gonna do is disconnect the cable. You just have to press down. Oh, let's see, how do we do this camera? We just put it down right here and it releases it. But before doing that, we need to get the seat in alignment because we don't want those brackets to be out of the frame. We have to make this to go more or less in alignment. So more or less about in that position guys. Now we can unplug it and get it out. See, now it's out. We can carry out guys. And I'm gonna continue the demonstration for the rear. The rear is gonna be very interesting. You wanna see this. If you have questions guys, please put it in the comments. Okay guys, now we're gonna be doing the rear. And you have two options when it comes to the rear. You can remove the whole frame, which is unnecessary. I don't recommend it. Or you can just remove the upholstery pieces one by one. There is even people or some occasions when there is no other choice, we do the upholstery in the frame right here in the truck. But in this case it's doable, so no big deal. The first thing we have to do is open up the rear seat, and we're gonna need a bunch of tools. In this case we're gonna use the previous tool that we used in the front, and we're gonna add a 13 socket, a 10 millimeter socket, which I don't know where I put it. I should have my 10 right there. Okay, there I have it, my 10. Now guys, we have to get this molding. Like I said, you can get the whole assembly, the whole frame is unnecessary. We're just gonna get this piece, and we're gonna get these pieces. So we're gonna dismantle the pieces from the frame. So the first thing is we're gonna get this molding off. If you look up right here guys, this clip right here, this is the one that sometimes people ruin it, because they have to squish these little pins so they can release it easily. When you don't do that, that thing, if it's really grab into the metal, you're gonna break it. So that's one way to do it. So I already have one, and the other one just released by itself. And again guys, all you have to do is pry this section right here. The center is like a little pin right there. This center piece right here, you just squish it and it releases the molding. So we have our molding out because we want to expose that pin right there, and that one is already exposed. And don't worry guys about these wires, just be sure they are functional, they're not broken or something, so you put it back in place. So now let's take a look. Let's remove this. And again guys, this facilitates the removal of these seats hugely. So let me show you. You just go here and get this off, and same in the other side, and there you have the first piece. We're gonna do the same in the other side. Let's go over there, because when it comes to the dismantle of the lean backs, we're gonna start by the small section that's in the passenger side. So let's go in that side. Gonna walk you over. Beautiful San Bernardino, look at the skies. Oh my gosh, just beautiful day. Okay, let's go back to business. So okay guys, same process here. We're gonna get rid of that molding, and sometimes they give up, just like this one. So it's because it's already broken. That's the reason that they give up so easily. And these are old trucks, so people already work on them. So we're gonna get this one off. Just like we did in the other side guys. And we'll release our cable. Just tilt it a little bit like this, and it comes out. Okay, now this is the interesting part guys, and this is what I want you to look at it, because we want to work in this thing. It seems complex, but it's not guys. The wire is not gonna go anywhere. So the first thing is detach the wire from this section right here, and all you do is pull it so you can get it out of that groove. The other one is to get it off here. So let me get my pliers, and we're gonna squish this. Let me set up this so you can see. I'm gonna squish the clip so we can get it to the other side, just like this. So all we did guys was compress the little tabs, hopefully like this. Let's see. Yeah, will you compress the little tabs so you can get it off there? That's for the wire, right? Now we're gonna get off these 13 millimeters, and we're gonna have right here to get that 18, and this another one in the front. We have to get, that's the other one right there, you can see it in the back. We have to get rid of the seat belt, and right here we have another two thing. When we remove these guys, this is gonna come off. It seems complex, but either way you have to do it, or you have to deal with the whole frame once you have it in the workbench, things like that. It's your choice. You wanna do it that way. For me, I'm a practical man. I think this is the easiest way to do it. More practical, less time consumed, and you don't have to deal with more moldings, disassemble all these things. Besides, the frame is extremely heavy, so you have to make a decision right there. So I decided to do it this way because we've been doing this for so long, and we know this way is more practical. So let me get ready with this. So we're gonna use our 13 millimeters. Just so you can see, guys, I want you to see this is so easy. It's not that complicated. 1, 2, 3. One special detail here, guys, when it comes to these plastics, some of them are already broken in many of these vehicles. This is still intact. Some of them are already gone, so this one is good. We want to take care of that. Now let's proceed to this side. So those were 3 13ths. Now for the removal of this, we want to need a wrench because we don't have access right there with the socket. So I have my 13 wrench right here, and we're gonna proceed to get this off. It's only 1 bolt. And it's out, guys. One thing that I want you to be careful about, there is a bushing in here. So these ones, you just keep them together, right? You don't separate them, so when you put them back, you know how they go. It has a little pin here that it enters over there in a special hold. So keep them together. When this one slide out, very important, guys, there is a bushing right here, and sometimes fall off. So be mindful about this bushing. It's a very special bushing, so just be mindful to put it back in place so you don't have a mechanical issue later on. And that's all it is, guys. So this lean back is out, as you can see. And we're gonna be doing the same process for the big piece. The only difference, guys, is that one is held by these 18, I believe they are, millimeter bolts. And this one we can get with the socket. The other one we need to use the wrench. That one is the same 18. We can get it with the socket and the extension. And it's the same process, guys. We have to get the wire out of here, this section, and then squish the tab so we can get it disconnected from here. Let me accommodate my pliers. And again, guys, it seems a little tedious, complex. It's not. There it is, it's out. And I just have to remove this one right here, the 2 18ths. Even the silver is not in my way, I can leave it there. But because it's attached into this little thing, we're gonna have to do the same when we get our upholstery back. so that one is throwing us out. So for that reason we're gonna remove it. So let's proceed so you can see it, guys. I need a longer extension there, so I have this one with my 18 just to address the seat belt nut. That one is out. Now guys, this one is held by a little ring of copper, so we're just gonna pry the base so we can get the seat belt out. Just like that, guys, it's out now. One thing that I just realized is also it's attached to the seat, guys. We cannot leave it attached because it goes there. It has to come out. Now I just noticed also there is nuts right there, but we don't gonna touch that, guys. We're just gonna focus into this 13 and the 218. So let's proceed. That's one. Let me see if I can get the 13 there with my socket. Have a 13 socket. Maybe I'm gonna use my swivelable tool with a short socket 13 and my long extension here to access that 13. There it is. And the only thing that we have to do, guys, by hand is remove that other 18 that we have right there. And again, guys, it seems like a tedious process, but this is better than addressing the whole frame on the seat. So after this one came out, okay guys, we have the bolt out, and as you can see, this is loose. We just have to lose the other side. So let's proceed. And it's the same process. We have the wire, and we have 1, 2, and 3 13. So we are gonna pull the wire off. Need my pliers for the wire. And one more time, guys. Let's see if you can see how the process goes. We just squeeze the top so the wire, and it comes off just like that. So it's good. Now let's get the 13s off. One right here, and 2, and 3. And now we can remove the lean back. And that was the process, guys. Yeah, so you can see how it went. It should come out now. Let's see. And that is the recommended method, guys. So if you like it, just put it in the comments. If you have questions, let me know. So you just don't have to go to the whole frame, you just get the pieces out. So I'll continue with the installation, guys.